Hi guys, welcome back to Sembang Love, where we talk about love.
Love, man. Love is in the air. Let's go, Aisyah.
Yes. Today, let me introduce my guest. We have Shahzeeq in the house.
Alright, man. Let's talk about some love. Love.
Do you want to introduce a bit?
Yeah. I'm Aisha's colleague at work. Is that what I introduced myself?
Colleague.
Yeah.
Okay. So, are you ready for today? Are you nervous?
No, because it's just casual.
Yeah, I mean it's a casual thing.
Yeah, but okay lah. Let's go. Ask me and then let's see if I'm nervous and answer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you talk about love often?
I think I've passed that age to talk about love often. I think now you just talk about money more because you're at that point where I think it's an age, when you talk about love when you're in high school. When you're 16, that's when it's in the air, and then after uni, and then you just start work. You're finding that stable ground, and that's when then you meet the interpretation of love changes over time as you're in your teens. Then you go to university, get your first job, second job, and then now.
Yeah.
So the definition of love and how you look at it also changes.
How is it different?
I think in high school, when you start high school, everyone has high school love.
Yes.
I know it's bullshit. Everyone gets heartbroken and everything. I think high school love is all about couple.
Okay.
Makan kantin, pakai duit mak bapak, tak malu kan. Acah macam gaji 20,000. Yeah, so that's the high school love, and then pergi tuition sama-sama. Kalau boleh baju pun nak matching kan, macam monyet. So
during Raya celebration or what? Okay, pakai biru kan? Aku pakai biru.
Yeah. So I think it's all a phase. There's nothing wrong, right?
Yeah.
And then you move to another phase when you're university, where some of your priorities kind of change a little bit because now you are at that crossroad. I want to get a good job, study hard. I mean, assuming you want to study hard, and at the same time I have a relationship. So how do I straddle and keep things balanced in both, right? Get good grades and make my parents proud, whatever. And then you meet somebody there. Either your high school love becomes your university girlfriend, or you find somebody else.
Yes.
So it all differs from a lot of people. And then once you get your job and you get internship, you may stick to the same person, and that's good for you if you don't. Or you may find somebody else and meet somebody else better.
Why? But what if you already have your partner, in uni? Then suddenly
I feel that most people have this very extravagant expectation that to have that same partner in your in high school until you work. But the truth is sometimes things just change. Your priorities change. Your ambitions change. I think finding a partner or a girlfriend or boyfriend is also about aligning ambitions. Because maybe say for example, in a scenario, say I date you or whoever behind the camera, and over time, I want to do something else, and you feel that you don't want to be committed to something, and you want to see the world. It's not a bad thing, right? Everyone has every right to do so.
It's just a different priority.
Yeah, but for some people, they might stick together until the end because their goals always align. Yeah. So it's not about run out of love or what. To me, just priorities just change. And then you masuk kerja, and then you have the responsibility of, I need to buy a sewa rumah, I need to start paying for stuff. Assuming you move out lah, you don't stay in father mother house. So then maybe you meet somebody else, or you might stick to the same partner. So I'm not saying it's not like changing partners or what. It just happens, right? And you grow, you become a better person. I'm not saying I did that, so please don't assume that. But what I'm saying is that people often think that very bad lah. Why you never stick? It's not about sticking to thick and thin. It's really about if you can find a better solution to your life. Why overlook it? Why avoid it? Right? Grab that solution lah. And then you find a job, and then of course comes the M word, marriage and everything. So that's the golden question. I've always had this thing about marriage is women want weddings, men want marriage. It's two different things.
Wait.
Yeah, so ultimately that's the goal. So women always, I want a nice wedding,
But both actually.
Yeah, but guys, to me, for me lah, I'm okay with a marriage. Marriage is just that official thing, but women always want a wedding. Right? Obviously, it's a once in a lifetime thing. Hopefully,
Yeah,
once
this
in a
is a
lifetime.
celebration.
Yeah, I take nice pictures and.
Do you not want a wedding?
I'm okay to have a small one, but I'm not okay to invite 5,000 people that I don't know and feed them. Yeah, to me it doesn't make any sense. But also, so back to love.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we got a bit out of topic, but there's different phases. You in high school up to your career path, and I think it's normal for that to happen because if you feel obligated to stick to one partner just because, then I think you're limiting yourself to a lot of other greater possibilities and potential in yourself. Because sometimes a great partner unlocks better potential out of yourself. You know, you get what I mean? A supporting partner.
Yeah, understandable. But then, right, imagine, okay, my uni boyfriend, and then when I start working, I have new focus and all.
Yeah.
But takkan I wanna just leave my uni boyfriend away?
I'm not saying you should leave your uni boyfriend or what. I'm saying it takes two to tango, right? Sometimes your uni boyfriend might agree, like, yeah, I think we had a good run, for example, right? In that sense. And you know, speaking from experience, you know, everyone goes through that. I went through that. You know, it was probably the most, I'm not going to sugar, like heartbreaking thing ever in high school. You know, you thought like, there's this girl I used to like in high school. Like, damn man, the only girl I liked in high school was that girl. And for like, I literally chased her for 2 years. Like, and the only person I chased for 2 years. And then she ended up indirectly saying that, because I wasn't a good kid, like, I was bad, I got in a lot of trouble. I don't think you're going to have a future. Like me.
Oh, okay,
so like, kau ni tak ada masa depan lah. So that's like my turning point.
Said it to
indirectly lah. I got the memo. So yeah. So and I was upset, but there was a wake up call for me to buck up. Yeah.
That's if one side is like has different thinking than you.
Yeah.
So both of you want to improve together.
Yes.
I think you can go through all the phases together.
I think the best partner to have, which also defines love, is to have a partner that supports your growth.
Yeah.
Not in a sense money-wise, but intellectually and morally support. Have, I would say, aligned expectations. Like, say for example, I don't expect you to cook every day at home. And you don't expect me to buy you gifts every month. Yeah. Because I mean we got things to pay, right?
Yeah.
So those are the kind of things that you need to sort of put it on the table first.
Yeah.
But you see, it's a very radical approach to things. But I think that if a lot or more people can just accept that, then I think it's fine. Because then you don't put this moral compass in place and everything. Just think about yourself. So there's this saying, right? If you don't love yourself first, nobody else is going to love you. That's the cardinal rule.
I mean, I heard about that, but sometimes it's hard to do that because I feel like it's actually two different things. Because loving yourself is different from people loving you.
Yeah. The other thing is, right, it's always put yourself first in any situation. And these are the kind of things that I've realised about most people is that, oh, tak boleh lah because my boyfriend or girlfriend tak ada, so I tak nak pergi. So my goals gets halted there because my partner is maybe tak berapa nak agree to whatever I want to do. So maybe those are the things that that's what I've learned lah. So that puts me at a bit more older age. And I've gone through that phase where I thought like, okay, I love my high school girlfriend ke, uni girlfriend ke apa ke, we'll be together for the rest of our life. I mean, that's just a very ambitious thing to say. If it happens, good lah, but you cannot be upset if it doesn't happen.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Do you actually prioritize love in your life?
It depends on your definition of love as well. You know, when you first date somebody, it's love. You know, like buy you stuff, go out, take selfie together, and over time you realize that love is also commitment.
Yeah, it's true.
Having a person that you can rely on, a reliable partner, not just call angkat telefon tau. Macam, for example, right?
Yeah.
Your car tire pancit.
Okay.
And you call me, and I'm there.
Yeah.
Like that. So those are the kind of things, and these are often the most overlooked aspects I realize. And you have guys today who barely lifted a garbage bag and put outside before. Those are the kind of things, and people often think it's petty, but it adds up to total reliability. So my bigger question to you or anyone else is, how reliable is your partner? And all this sums up into love. Love, of course, is like, I love you, you're the best thing that ever happened to me. And I always tell everyone, find somebody, and they ask who my partner is, I said, she is everything I'm not. Everything I'm not, in a sense where, I'm crude, I'm cold, in that sense. I have very little empathy compared to her. I'm more rigid. I'm very routine, regimental. I never change my routines. It's always the same thing.
And she's the opposite.
In a sense, she likes variety.
Okay.
I can eat the same food every single day and not feel bored, but she cannot. So that sort of makes it a bit more colourful.
Oh, so you prefer that way?
Yes, because you see, the thing is, you only have, so I'm 37 now, this year 36, right? On average, a person lives until 75 years old. Technically, I finished 50% of my life already.
Yes.
It's over already. I got 50%. 25% out of the 50% out of that 50% is functional. If I'm lucky, the balance 25% of my life, I can still move happily, right? So if you find a partner that is exactly the same like you, you might as well marry a mirror. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
You want another point of view, perspective.
But it's hard to like compromise and everything, because what you want and what she wants is different.
Yes, correct. So you have to pre-agree to all of this, and that's why when you date, that phase when you date, you can sort of figure out that person.
How?
Say for example, we go out on a first date, right? And I said, and you can just tell by conversations. The first thing I asked my partner was, do you want kids? Because I put it out there, I don't. I don't want kids because I think that I cannot commit, and I do not want to be an absent parent.
Understand.
So I don't want to dump my kid at daycare, in and out, and she might as well I sell her to the daycare, right? So these are the kind of things that I pre-agree on, and I'll hold on to it, because that sort of creates the whole dynamics of the relationship and the marriage or whatever in the future. And also, I do not want her to be a housewife. Because these are the kind of things that, you see, if you're a housewife and you see, I always feel that women are equally smart. Both of them can earn, and if today my partner earns more than me, I'm great. I'm good lah. I can.
You won't feel challenged.
You can buy me shit, right? I don't have to like.
You won't be like, oh no, I need to be.
And that's the problem with guys today. Is this whole stupid alpha mentality, thinking that I must always be more superior than my female partner. To me, if you have that mentality, then you fine. If you think that motivates you, you better earn way more than her all the time. But you cannot be upset or limit her to earn more than you just because you want to keep your ego in check. And that's lame. That's very lame. So for example, today you earn more than me. Good for you lah. You be my mama's son, right? Let's take me out. And that's what it's all about. That creates a very colourful relationship if you put your ego aside, and that creates a whole, I would say, scenario, a love scenario. You compromise. Love is about compromise. Love is about commitment. Love, besides mutual feelings, and I think if everyone can understand that, I think you'll be okay.
Okay, wait. Just now when you talk about like the financial wise, right? So let's say she earns more than you, but do you still think that you still need to provide her like all the basics as a man?
It's a very cultural thing to say that a guy must provide everything for a woman. It's a mak bapak ajar dulu sebagai lelaki. But today we live in a world where Wawa is equally smart as her boyfriend or husband or fiance or whatever. why does she have to take the back seat when she can take the front seat, and that makes her a better person, right? So if you're a guy and you're limiting your partner to say become a little bit less than you just because so that you can feel more superior, you're the real loser, not the girl. You're the real loser because you tak nak orang lebih daripada you. Kenapa?
Maybe how he thinks is like, no, I just because you are my girl, you know, my woman. So I just want to spoil you with like this and that.
I think it's fine to spoil somebody. It's perfectly fine. Brings me back to the whole money first or whatever, but that's later.
Okay.
If that your partner girl, right, has more potential, she can make more money.
Okay.
And you do not get in the way.
Okay.
Instead, you should encourage her to make more money than you. You tak boleh dengki tau. That's the more toxic tau. You tak boleh dengki. You should be happy for her.
That's her goal lah.
Yeah. And for example, if your salary is 5,000 and her salary is 10,000, so what? Good lah, household income 15,000. Takkan you want her salary 5,000, household income 10,000, right?
Yeah.
So you got more money. Okay lah.
Do you expect her to like pay and all? Okay, let's talk about the splitting wise, the ratio.
I would half.
Really?
Yeah. That's what I tell my partner.
That's if she earns more.
No, half. So before we make any financial commitments, I feel you should first agree on the financial commitment from each person. Like say you buy a house, the house installment is 3,000 a month.
Okay.
Are we okay to split half?
You will ask.
Yeah, because I said if it's me only, I will buy a house half the price. Because that's all I want to pay. You got to be very realistic, you know. Because today, right, you nak hutang rumah tu 30 years tau.
Yes.
You nak bayar bill tu sampai mati tau. So you have to always agree. If she said, oh maybe not lah, okay, how much can you pay?
Okay.
If you want me to pay for everything, you better be a damn good housewife. I come back with steak on the table and like the best shit in the world. I'm serious because you also work what? You also earn what? Then your money do what?
For herself? Or okay, maybe all the small things like maybe you pay for the house, I pay for the car, electricity, Wi-Fi and all.
But I feel that it has to amount to about the same.
So you really want the 50-50? Or 60-40 also can?
Okay, here's what I think, right? I'm not a feminist, anti-women or whatever, no, but there's always a talk about equality and women is as good as men. Okay, if you're as good as us, 50-50 lah, oi. Chivalry is not dead, that's one thing. Being chivalrous or whatever, that's completely different. Chivalry is like being, I don't know, opening doors for women, all the kind of shenanigans, right? But if you can pay the half, why not? Right? Why not? Like, what other commitments do you have besides each other that you have to pay for?
Maybe her own hobbies and all.
So do I. I have my own hobbies too. Right. But to me, if we can talk it out and say like, hey, provided if the girl say earning 3,000 and you're earning 10,000, for example, you cannot expect her to pay half lah.
Yeah.
So you must look at the situation. But you kena Malay say ukur baju di badan sendiri lah first, you know, and then you tengok your situation. You janganlah commit to so many things that she needs to fork out half of her salary just to help you pay, and that leaves her with pretty much nothing. Yeah.
But you know, like a lot of women, they prefer when guys are the one who provide.
Yeah, I like I said, there's no wrong camp and right camp. It's really how you mutually agree on things. Because to me, if I have to pay for everything, I'm the sole breadwinner, and that sort of I'm committed to just provide, and I'm just afraid that at some point I feel burnt out. You know, it's not just financially, because I have to work so hard. I know I have to pay for all this. Yes, my wife is working or my partner is working, but her money, maybe she buys like freaking groceries, but she earns about the same as I do. I assume, right? I assume, but we never talk about how much we earn. So I say you earn how much, I'm gonna ask you, are you okay to pay for the house, each 3,000? And if you say okay, for example, then I say, are you sure? You know, if you're okay lah. I will never ask you how much your salary is.
Oh.
Yeah, I would never want to know.
Why?
To me, I would rather not disclose, and I would rather not want to know.
Why though? Like, what's the reason? Because you need to know your financially like.
I'm gonna ask you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you. Are you okay to pay? And you say okay. Then okay lah. But I always say, right? It must not be a burden. It's a commitment, but not a burden that you like. I gotta pay for this, and I cannot beli handbag ke, beli makeup ke. Yeah. So, to me, I don't like to disclose, and I don't expect you to disclose.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I feel that your money is your money.
Okay.
We may have a little bank account together, but I still have separate money. You still have separate money. Yeah, and I think that's where you sort of draw the line between. Not everything needs to be disclosed. As long as you can provide.
Okay.
And bila aku mati, kau dapat duit insurans, all that nonsense, right? Okay lah. You know, KWSP aku kau dapat, apa semua aku kau dapat. Apa lagi, right? Yeah. So I think how much I earn, also because to me information is on a need to know basis, right? Okay, if you know how much I make, what difference does that make in the whole marriage or relationship?
It's just another like for your information, you know.
And I'm going to say this, right?
Okay.
We're all humans,
Yeah.
If I know how much your salary is, say you earn 20,000 a month or 30,000 a month, right? And I know, Aisyah makes 30,000 a month. Tapi I keluar kan, dia tak pernah bayar. For example.
Okay.
Oh, tak apalah because she's my girlfriend. But I feel that, tapi gaji kau banyak tu.
Oh.
So I want to avoid that situation.
Yeah.
Because not everyone knows what you're going through. Everyone has their own battles. You have your own goals. Maybe you want to buy a Chanel handbag.
Yeah.
And that lambskin costs you, 80,000, the yellow one, limited edition or whatever, right? Takkan I expect you to forego that so that you have to pay for more and you have to pay for more bills or whatever just because you earn more. How is that fair?
Yes.
You know? So, relationship should not hinder your ambitions, your goals, what you want to buy. To me, right, I do not judge any women who like to buy stuff.
Oh.
You work hard, You work hard, right? Buy lah. Save money until that throw in the grave. It's good to save money, but women who want to, I respect women who make their own money, who buy the most expensive shit. I don't care lah. You buy a Cartier bracelet, a gelang kaki ke, tindik telinga pakai Cartier ke, but it doesn't matter. It's your money.
But are you okay with them? Okay, let's say you ask them, oh, can you commit 3,000 for the house? But then I say, I think I can commit only 1.5. But actually I earn more.
So,
but just because I want to save that money for my own spending, do you think it's fair for you as a guy?
It depends on the situation, you know. You see, if I am at a point where I can absorb that 1,500.
Okay.
So that I would say lah, okay. I said, how much is the handbag that you want to save for? Say 50,000 lah.
Okay.
I said, okay. Why don't? It's not that I cannot pay. You just pay every month. I will help you buy the handbag. Together lah, we share. To me, a commitment is a commitment. Like we pay for the house. This is a roof above our head lah.
Okay, okay.
It's our house, you know.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about the house under whose name lah. You know, to me it doesn't really matter. It's commitment. Yang nak beli bag tu beli barang, so it's different. I tolong you beli lah. You nak beli handbag 10,000. Okay lah. When I got money or what, I share a bit lah. I pay half ke apa ke. Yeah. So you work. It's a principle thing. It's not, to be honest. In the end, it's principle first. Perhaps financial second. If you create that precedent that in the end, hey, house you tak nak bayar tapi you nak beli handbag, it's going to just I would say snowball to other stuff. Like, oh, lepas ni aku nak beli iPhone 20 pula. You know, I want to nak beli spek 20,000 lah. I don't know, so jam lah apa. So that is materials, right? The things that we live in together, like a home, bil elektrik semua, we share. You want to buy stuff, you know, we talk about it lah. If I can help you buy, okay, we share. But at the same time, I mean, I give you some, you give me some lah, you know, in a sense where I'm not going to ask you to buy stuff for me.
Okay.
Like I have different interests. My partner has different interests, you know. I never ask her to buy stuff for me because I like cars and everything. Takkan nak suruh dia beli rim kereta. She wouldn't know, right?
I mean, my birthday, maybe you can just say like, oh, can I have this?
So yeah, birthdays is another thing, you know. At some point, there's only so much gift that you can buy. I realize after celebrating, I don't know,
anniversary.
My girlfriend 7 years already, right? So 6, 7 birthday already. Anniversary, so how many already? I said, what else you want to buy? I don't know what to buy already.
Every year you have something new you want to buy.
Yeah, so instead of that, it's spending time and things that money can't buy in that sense. Maybe that goes a long way. But back to this commitment thing, I think 3,000, for example, the 3,000 conversation, right? We must pay that because that's our commitment. Because when we get married, when we agreed to get married, we agreed it's a commitment, right? But if we cannot commit to a roof above our head, and I'm not saying you must buy a house, right, at the start. It could be rumah sewa ke apa ke, we share. Because I mean, you shit in the same toilet as I do, right? I mean, why? Like, why not, right? Why you should not pay, but then you ada duit nak beli bag semua. But again, it's very subjective, you know. If your partner or I tell you, I said, okay lah, memang lah, I pay for the house. You pay for the rest.
Like groceries,
electric,
water, Wi-Fi.
Water, yeah, you know, all that stuff. If you get rid of that, sure.
But it's not 50-50. Let's say it's just 30 and 70.
It depends on to me. Okay lah, I take back what I say, right?
Okay. Which one?
In a sense where I still stick by what I say from the start in terms of how 50-50 is great.
Okay.
Because if you look at relationship, it's like a business transaction.
Why?
I'll tell you why, right? Your partner is your business partner. You look at it from that point of view first. And I'm sorry, but money is the key to life. Yes. That's the cardinal rule. Like, people must understand. Do not say duit bukan segala-galanya, because you will end up merempat nanti.
Betul.
Yeah. Jangan. Because money, you go toilet also need money. Yeah. So 50 cent or 1 ringgit now. So if you can agree to that, and then you can sort of, okay, I'm gonna tell my partner, hey, I ada rumah. You want to buy a house? Can. The house is 6,000 a month, but can we share? If she says okay, then I said, are you sure? Okay or not? Like, can you afford it? Boleh bayar and can afford, it's two different things, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I boleh bayar untuk Porsche. Contoh lah, Porsche 1 juta. Tapi kena ambil personal loan lah. Kau tak ada duit nak bayar bulan-bulan. So tu tak mampu. Yeah, if you can afford means you have extra money for yourself. I said again, like I said, you come first, right? But at the 50-50 part, do not take it literally also, because you have to understand one thing. For example, you bayar rumah 3,000, she also paid 3,000, and then the bills will come up to 1,500 together, so 3,750. So your household expense a month will be about 7,500, right? Maybe that month she decides to bayar for more groceries. So you janganlah buat buku 35. Bulan ni Wawa beli ni lah, so I bulan ni I beli groceries bulan depan lah. So berkira is okay, but jangan berkira until orang menyampah tau. Macam, and then become
every
like
single thing.
You married the love of your life in that sense, right? You married the person that you spend the rest of your life with. Tapi kalau she feel that this month dia tak nak bayar, jangan minta dia, mana duit grocery tak ada. It's that sendiri mau ingat lah. House-wise, and that's why I feel that relationship, most people, guys become so taxed because they have to pay for everything.
Yeah, a lot of things.
Yeah, until the day when you find somebody who can accept the fact, okay, I need to chip in, right? You know, I'm pretty sure you would chip in, right, to buy a house, and if he can chip in to your lifestyle, then that's great.
Let's say if you really wish the girl can chip in certain things, like let's say grocery, you pay too much this month, and you want her to chip in a bit. Do you directly tell her like, oh, can you chip in like 300 this month or what?
To buy groceries is not cheap I tell you first.
Yes, it's not
it's
cheap
never
at
cheap.
all.
You go to Lotus ke NSK ke even Jaya Grocer or whatever, it's not cheap. You dah tahu your kemampuan your how much you can afford. Janganlah beli wheat roast, Coles, apa organic, apa nenek kan. Cili besar ni RM20. Belilah cili tepi tu. You know those kind of things. Tak payah beli almond milk, kudu empang, you know. Belilah susu biasa tu sama feel ke or whatever HL or Dash Lady. So beli ayam, nak beli ayam apa? Ayam organic. Hoi. Tak payahlah beli ayam yang RM8 sekilo tu, RM9. It's fine. Telur pun nak beli telur apa sandy egg, all
the expensive one.
Yeah, so you already know all that. It's setting expectations and managing them as you grow. Hopefully you know your income grows, you gaji naik. Then slowly lah. Most people want to live the T10 T20 lifestyle when they don't earn T10 T20 lifestyle, and then it affects the relationship because you stress. Balik dapat gaji esok habis, and it's not because the cost of living is high in a relationship, especially if you're young couples, right? It's because you overshoot your expenses, and then dia start lah nanti ni personal loan, then ni start ambil credit card, you know, letak nama husband, letak nama wife, beli kereta loan 20 tahun punya loan, entah apa, entah sampai kereta jadi batu kan. So I feel that we must both agree on the lifestyle that we want to have, and then we upgrade together, and that's more fun.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and then at some point when we're super like wealthy or comfortable, I can pay for the house, you can pay for the rest. But at the start, we're both growing. We both have things that we want to buy. We both have holidays that we want to go to. We both have social lives that we want to be with our friends, maybe sports or whatever. So don't let these things sort of hinder you before your marriage or your relationship, because then it's no point having a relationship.
Then even holidays, you pay for yourself, I'll pay for myself.
So how it works to me, holidays is we will pay. Say I pay for flight ticket. Say flight ticket 5,000. Then she will pay for accommodation. But if the accommodation is 4,000, you don't ask her for 1,000. No lah. Yeah, that itu nama. Yes, I did say but you need to like play by ear a bit. Jangan jadi bodoh lah. You know, itu namanya career ending move. Relationship ending move. Yeah, you know, relationship ending move. No, she pay for that, and then she will know she paid less, right? So it's up to him or her to compensate for that. Oh, tak apalah, train ticket Shinkansen go Japan lah, for example lah. I pay lah, cost RM500, RM1,000 kan the ticket. So it adds up to about the same. Because time dia bayar lebih, dia tak berkira pula. So you must think like that lah.
Then if the girl, right, she knows that she's paying lesser, but she doesn't want to offer like, oh, I'll pay for this train or what. But she knows that you're paying 5K, she's paying 2K. Do you tell her like, can you pay, or or how? Like
I think, to me, if like that, it depends on how your partner is, you know, because and how you say it. Like say for example, I buy a train ticket, you buy a hotel, and it's $2,000 different. Takkan I say, Aisyah, I pay more lah, you bayar lah tu. So you know what I would say? I said, okay, you know what? We're going to Tokyo Disneyland lah, for example. Can you pay for the Shinkansen ticket? I'll buy the Tokyo Disneyland ticket, I'll buy the VIP one. It's about the same price lah. So you put it in a way whereby, you put it in a way where janganlah macam dia tumpang rumah kau, you know. Dia bukan member kau tau, dia your girlfriend, you know, or your partner, you know, and your best friend technically. So cakap, put it in a way where dia tak terasa. You must jaga hati your partner also lah. You don't say like, oi, duit banyak awak boy, tak boleh lah like that, you know. You cannot say that, but you say lah like, I dah bayar tu. It's about the same lah. You okay or not? If okay, I go and buy now. Then you just settle that one lah. She okay lah. And I think as you grow older, you can kind of dah boleh budget lah. Okay, this is my responsibility, you know. When you're younger, maybe susah a bit, like say 20, 22, early 20s, right? You feel that my money is mine. Kenapa boyfriend aku nak ajak? Dia bayar lah semua. Penat lah kawan tu, you know.
They are still like earning money as well.
Pergi rumah pun nak kena pick you up, you know. Makan, nak makan Nak makan, lepas tu habis makan nak makan dessert number 2, lepas tu nak tengok wayang. Buka wayang, tengok beli popcorn, wayang nak indulge. For example, right? So all of this, lepas tu keluar jalan-jalan kan, nanti nak beli, I don't know, apa-apalah yang pergi masuk Sephora ke, masuk Kens ke, apa ke, pergi Jo Malone ke. So botak lah kawan tu. So
have to know. No, but I want to ask, right, like the first few dates, let's say like I baru kenal someone, for that first few date, does the guy have to know that, oh, I need to pay more, or like how do you go about it? Because it's just the first few dates, you can't talk about the ratio, splitting ratio.
Okay, to me, right, if you as a guy, say I'm after you lah, right? I'll ask you out. I say, Aisyah, you want to go out? I ask you out, and you obviously showed no interest, but I showed a lot of interest in you, and I said, you want to go out? And I said, nothing serious. I just want to go out, and if you're up for it, I already asked you out, then I pay lah.
So the first date you pay? I
pay, but if you suddenly say, no lah, let me pay also, I'll appreciate it. I will not take it wrongly. It's not because aku tak ada duit ke apa ke. It's more like because you understand that everyone earns money, and I genuinely ask you out, but I'm not going to be mad if you don't pay. Yeah, and I will always use this good old trick lah. I say, maybe the next one's on you. Then I say like, oh, there'll be a next one. That kind of lame shit that you always see on Hey, I think it works. I think it works. Yeah. So in a way, there's an opportunity for us to go out again, and then I say you owe me a date, kind of stuff. It's kind of cringe, but it works. I think it does work. Yeah. So
then what about like the third, fourth? Okay, maybe the second, third month.
By the third, fourth, okay, you need to, as a guy, I feel you need to pace yourself. You don't so extravagant the first month, hari-hari boleh bunga 30 rose, 100 kan.
Slowly lah.
Relax lah. You have, if we work out, we have a lifetime ahead of us, right?
Yeah, because you want to chase someone, you just want to like all out.
No, because you run out of steam later, and then you burn out pocket, burn out. You just get so tired because you don't know what else to do.
Because you did the best already.
Yeah.
Buying everything, then suddenly, she expects more.
Yes.
What do you give? Okay, that's true actually.
Yeah, so relax lah, slow lah. Okay, first month kita keluar makan ni dulu. Takkan first month I bring you omakase, penat lah, 1,000 seorang. So I maybe that I think it was something special, like maybe our 1 year anniversary, because that's kind of special, right? And then we little milestones in our lives. I like to celebrate milestones. Besides birthdays, it's like, okay, milestones in our life, we buy a house together. That's a milestone, right? Milestones in our life, maybe we get a cat, for example, together, and all those little things. So that's how I would do it. Different people does it differently. It depends on how rich you are. If you're the super rich kid, money don't matter. Let's go, man.
Yeah. Okay, wait. I have another question, which is, like a lot of couple, they have shared like assets. Like they have shared bank account or like tabung, or I don't know. Okay, let's say they pay for the house together or whatever.
Yeah.
Is it a good thing to do that, or like, cause like house, do you want to do like two people's name or?
My opinion, I think house name don't matter.
Oh, why?
Because, okay, say you have a house, and then I'm staying in a house that's under your name.
Okay.
Right? Obviously, in the worst case scenario, you can kick me out of the house and I've got no authority to stay there.
Yes.
Correct? Right. But if we were to put joint names, I'm not saying shit is going to happen.
Okay.
If anything happen, to split is a big problem. That's number one.
Yeah, that's why.
But what if the house is under my name? How would you feel? You will feel that macam menumpang, right?
Yeah, betul.
Yeah. But I don't want you to feel that way.
Okay.
So I avoid all these little things like, I don't want you to feel this way. What are your name? Never mind. But as a guy, I already have my own house. It's under my name.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's okay. So
but
just in case anything, ciao dulu.
But if you don't have another house?
Okay, so if you don't have another house, I feel it again is very trivial because firstly, understand, like when you buy the house, say the house installment is 6,000 again, the 3,000 a month. Okay lah, kau halau aku, kau bayar sendiri 6,000 tu. But we don't get there because that's the worst case scenario. Because in the end, we will always try and make things work.
Yeah, of course.
Because you bought a house together, it's $1 million or $2 million. How much the house, right?
Yeah.
And you really want to ruin it because of a stupid disagreement, or something that can be solved by just talking it out. Yeah, I never agree in jerit-jerit, pukul-pukul. Like, to me itu semua loser. Loser.
Just talk.
Benda boleh cakap, and if really cannot work out, then you find an amicable solution. Tak payah nak tendang, baling benda itu semua perangai bacul, pengecut. So you just talk it out, and try and resolve it. And most of the time, I feel, unless it's cheating 9 out of 10 times or 9.9 out of 10 times, it can be solved. It's always a misunderstanding. Yeah.
But it depends on if the person can accept what you are thinking.
Yeah, obviously. So that's why I say before you commit into buying big purchases, always think it twice, and always think like, it's a risk it's a gamble, like a business, it's a gamble. You never know it's going to work out. But in this case, after a while, you're my business partner. We're partners in this for life, ride or die kind of situation. I can trust you. You can trust me. Let's do it. Yeah, but but if you think there's some doubt, never ever commit. And there's nothing wrong, not because you don't trust your partner, but because maybe you feel that you have not crossed that bridge or hit that milestone in the relationship yet. That you're willing to risk everything because house under your name. If you cannot pay for the house, you're in debt. Yeah, so you must rely on each other. But don't go to a point, kau tak nak, kau bayar sendiri. Theoretically, yes, but always remember the bigger picture. Yeah, savings account. I feel yes, you should have a tabung together or joint account together, but you must have your separate account also.
Yeah.
Itu rahsia. 100 juta ke 10 ringgit tu rahsia.
You will never share?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought relationship is about, especially like if you are married, right? You have to tell everything.
I will tell my partner. My partner is my beneficiary for all my insurance, all my cannabis, everything. Because she's the only person I have in my entire life, right? So she everything. To me, it doesn't matter because I'm dead by then. All I ask her is to take the insurance money, pay for my house that I owe, and anything else that I owe, and the balance, keep the change. I'm dead anyway, right? It doesn't matter. Go give a dog shelter ke apa ke, I'm happy. Yeah. To me, is that after I'm dead, it really doesn't matter because I'm worm food by then. Yeah, you want to buat bank account share, do it because that is the money that you use for your travels and you agree. So you pool all the money, say you ada 30,000 inside there. Out of the 30,000, you agree, okay, kita buat keluar 10. Tapi janganlah berkira, oh bulan ni you masuk 1,000, I masuk 1,500. Itu no, don't do that.
Very cheapskate lah.
Yeah, but maybe set a goal for each person. Okay, by end of the year we must save 40,000 each, right? Okay. Then if I save 8,000, you save 8,000, takkanlah you nak berkira 10,000 with me. No. Then you just live with 70,000 lah. And then from there you take some money pergi cuti. And from that money you belilah tiket lah, hotel lah, apalah. So to me, I feel that most of the time we overthink it.
Yes.
Benda dengan member kau tak berkira, dengan bini kau berkira. Cis tak guna punya lelaki. Yeah. So no lah, don't do that. Because nanti kau susah, she also will help you.
I get where you are coming
from.
Okay, this is like something that I've never thought about lah. Because maybe because you think far already. You experience a lot of things.
I sort of realized that because I grew up in a very Chinese community, and most of my friends are very, very wealthy. I'm the poorest among all my friends. My family wasn't super wealthy. It wasn't like jenis like nak apa tu dapat. No, you have to work for it, and both my parents were working, white collar, blue collar kind of crap kind of thing. So, and I know friends who never had to work a single day in their life, have a relationship, pays for everything, and the wife just stays at home. And it's that kind of relationship, or the girlfriend just stays at home, and he becomes the ATM machine, the Maybank lah, I call him the ATM machine.
He's damn rich lah.
Yeah, so I feel that, and he told me, right, in the end he just feel that he's just paying for a trophy wife. Because the wife got no function one at home.
But is he actually happy?
I always ask him, are you happy? He said, like that lor. So married dia lor, that's the life lor. So I mean, takkan I want to say, bro, you should divorce. No, I should not say that. But I feel that that's the wrong approach. For a start, it looks good because I spoil my wife, because I love my wife. Do that for 20 years, and I think you probably rethink everything, you know.
But if you memang already have that much amount of money, I think you wouldn't mind, right? Just be the ATM.
Yes, you wouldn't mind.
As long as you receive the love.
To an extent, but how much love can you provide?
Okay.
That say for example, I give you 20,000 a month, you know, allowance for the next 20 years. How much love can you provide me? If for example, like we got no kids, we are double income, no kids, right? How much love can you provide me that I will feel that give you 20,000 a month? It's really very subjective, and how much your financial capacity. If you think it's okay, good for you. But to me, it's not about. I would rather have her do what she likes. Could be freelance work or working or whatever, rather than staying at home and doing nothing. Because I think it's very bad for just growth in general. Your circle of friends are limited, and then you start hanging out with tai-tais. All these tai-tai that don't do stuff because dia pun jenis makan duit and laki.
But they can go Pilates, they can go...
But it sort of keeps your circle to that kind of people only. And with that income level and that kind of way of thinking, I feel that you should work, earn your own money, and then you can appreciate money even better. You know, you can make better decisions with money because you know how hard it is to find money. But if you're like a billionaire son, I mean, it doesn't really matter. But I feel that all these kind of relationships sort of end up in a ditch, and that's where you see all of the other like not very nice things happen, like, you know, mistress lah, because shut up, I give you money, shut up, stay home, you know.
And the relationship is like just flat.
It's mono. It's literally very mono.
Because she's just home, she's doing nothing. Then you technically don't have anything to talk about as well.
Yes, so if I go out and then you're a housewife, I come back, I talk to you about stuff you won't even know. Like, I don't know. What you mean? But I'm not saying she's stupid. It's because you put her in that situation where she does not need to know anything because she knows she gets money. And is it her fault? No. It's because you made that stupid promise to her that I don't want you to work the rest of your life. Stay at home. Make me like tai chow every night or whatever, you know. Make me like nice food or whatever. That's a maid's job, bro, not a wife's job. That's a maid's job.
I always dream of being a tai-tai.
No, but you see, if you're tai-tai, but you have education and you believe in self-development, you will probably take that money, invest in learning new stuff. I don't know, doing part-time stuff. I don't know, opening an online store or whatever. As long as you do something.
Small business or whatever, right?
I feel that as a guy, I would prefer to have my partner work or do something because it's healthier.
And also self-growth lah. If not, you are just there. What do you improve on?
Yes, and I cannot teach you so much also because I got my own stuff to do.
Understand.
Okay.
Damn. This is
perspective. Like whatever I say, excuse me, it's just perspective. There's nothing gospel about it. It's just how I compile all these years and
everything that you heard.
How I felt and all this kind of stuff. And it's just like, so back to this whole love topic is fundamentally love's a chemical reaction in your brain, right? And then it becomes a commitment, mutual feelings, and then it becomes wedding, marriage, and then you just go on and on. But to me, love is really your two best friends doing things that you enjoy, compromising and committing to each other. Financial aside, if you can agree on committing to each other and compromising, then I don't think anything else will be difficult. People always misinterpret love as, I love you because you're hot, you're pretty. I mean, yes. I mean, of course, you wouldn't want to. I mean, looks do matter, but is that all? You know, you want somebody who can support you,
Yes.
Not in terms of money, but in terms of just in anything you want to do, your ambitions, your goals, and of course, you know, you need to compromise lah. Like, when you're single, you can go clubbing with girls and everything, for example, right? But when you have a partner, I mean, you know where to draw the line.
Yeah,
right?
you have to.
Yeah, because I mean, how would you feel if she does the same thing to you?
Yeah.
Right? You little shit, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel if say Wawa or you go out club with guys that look 10 times better than me?
Yeah.
How would I feel? Will I feel insecure? Exactly. That's how you will feel if I do the same.
You have to always think about what your partner feels.
Yeah. So if you can flip that switch, then I think you'll be alright. It's not always bells and whistles and all roses lah, but you know, go through it together. I think I'm not Dr. Phil or what lah, you know, I'm not Dr. Love or anything, but
yeah. Understandable.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I want to ask something else, which is about
What?
family. Let's touch about family and love as well. So, do you think your family's blessing is important for a successful wedding, marriage?
It depends on the family that you're raised in. Personally, I wasn't really raised in the best family setting ever. I had a broken family, but that never. You know how some people say, "Oh, I come from a broken family, I must be a bad person." No. Whatever bad decisions I made in life, there's nothing to do with my upbringing.
Okay.
I believe my parents provided me with the best education they could ever afford, and everything I do is on my own accord. It's my own decision. So that's a disclaimer, right? So to me, asking a family's blessing, it depends on your family dynamics, right? If your family is a bit more traditional, you want their blessing, sure. But what if my dad's not around anymore? So obviously I can't ask my dad. He's warm food right now. I could speak to my family and then ask them, should I need your blessing? But if you don't give me blessing, does that mean I should not marry that person? No, because hey, old man, you're not paying for stuff. I am, right? I'm going to get married to that person, and it depends on me, right? If I think as a family member, if you do not give your blessing, you are a selfish prick, because your daughter or your son wants to marry a person that he truly loves, and you, just because you don't like that person, you don't give your blessing. Yo, who the hell do you think you are?
Or maybe they think that there are certain things that is not like the best for you, you know? Because of course as a parent you want the best.
Yes. To me, then you tell me why. You don't say, I got a feeling, like, yo, I got a lot of feelings too, you know? Yeah, you cannot say that, because you're not fair. Say Wawa is so keen to one guy, right? And then the family say, tak bagus, laki ni macam kurang not so good. You know? But why? As long as, to me, if I'm a parent, if you can take care of my daughter, you can provide her, do not ever lay your hands on her. You know, to me that's the cardinal rule. Never lay your hands on your partner, and never ever just make her cry or hurt her. I think you're a great guy, and I think everything else will come soon. If you have a great stable job, you're not freaking Pablo Escobar. To me, it's fine. Yeah, you don't have to be super rich. You know, you get rich together. Yeah. And then to me, why would your family not give you blessings unless maybe they just have somebody else in mind for you? Then it brings out the whole interracial marriage and relationship nonsense, right? Like, oh, sampai kahwin my partner's Chinese. Yeah, so to me, obviously, right, a lot of people will say like, oh, why? I said, so, right? It doesn't really matter, because in the end, it's both of you. You're going to wing this together. You know, it's like a whole new chapter in your life. But I feel that most today, if it's nice to have your family's blessings, but I know a lot of great marriages, couples who never actually got
the
blessing because for personal reasons, like maybe the mother tak suka marry Indian girl ke apa ke.
Because you know, some parents, they prefer you getting married to like same race.
I think it's a very traditional,
quite traditional
mindset, because it depends on the community you grew up in, right? Some people grew up in a very, I would say, I cannot say polarized community because that kind of sounds wrong, but I think we grew up in a community where
more open.
Yeah, some people grow up in a community of single race, like in the Melayu community, and Chinese community,
Yeah.
and some Chinese communities, prefer like, marry within Chinese lah. We need to keep the culture or whatever.
Yeah. Keep the name or
Keep,
whatever.
but if you're a girl, Chinese girl, and you marry a guy, you marry out of the family anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's
so
always the guy.
Yeah, the guy is the problem.
Yeah.
So, well, that's not the situation now. But I think if you live in a more diverse community, I feel that it doesn't matter what race you are. You could be Indian, Chinese, Malay or what. There are some prerequisites in Malaysia. Of course, I kena convert lah and everything. But bukan nama kena tukar pun.
Yeah.
Tak payah tukar nama. So I feel that you need to remove that whole stereotype, because I think there's nothing wrong for interracial marriages or relationship. I think there's so many things wrong with how we perceive it, that's all. Because it's a very traditional way. Like, tak elok lah. Tapi apa yang tak eloknya?
Yeah.
You know? Just because aku tinted sikit, I'm a tinted, right? I'm not dumb tinted.
There's another yeah, I'm a bit tinted too.
Yeah.
50%.
Yeah, I think okay je. There's nothing wrong with it as long as both of you are happy. Yeah, it's fine. I've seen so many great couples.
Yeah, I think the issue comes when they talk about religion. Let's say like your partner cannot convert or whatever, then it comes the issue.
Yes, to me, that's a deal breaker, right? If you cannot convert, I mean, it's a very sensitive issue.
Yeah.
But if you cannot convert, say Aisyah wants to marry a Chinese guy or an Indian guy or whatever, and he's not willing to convert, then no go lah.
Break off.
Yeah, I mean, boo-hoo, right? No go. To me, that one no go already, because that's just a prerequisite. Because if you don't get married and anything happens, you cannot become the next of kin or whatever, or spouse. Then it's susah. Yeah. So, but if that doesn't really matter to you and you want to stay in a relationship for the rest of your life, well, some people may have different opinions about it lah.
No, a lot of them. Some of them think about like going to overseas and get married and all blah blah.
But when you come back to Malaysia, your marriage becomes not valid.
That's why.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about all those people that is willing to go overseas just to get married with their loved one? But I mean, law-wise in Malaysia, you are not married.
I mean, that one is a bit macam pergi Thailand kahwin balik lah, like that kind of stuff. But in this case, if you go to America or you go to Japan or wherever in the world, you both can have different religion and get married, right? But I just think this is like a very sensitive yet.
It is sensitive.
Yeah, and some people might say, tak elok and everything. Yeah, of course, but if you cannot come to a consensus, I think there's a bigger problem there, not just the religion. It's you guys do not know how to sit down and figure an amicable solution. Unless you die, you say you want to stay in Australia for the rest of your life, or in America for the rest of your life, and never ever come home, maybe. But if you know that you're going to come back, there has to be a long-term solution. You cannot convert out, obviously, right? But that person can. But I told my friend before this. I had a friend, right, who had an issue converting. I said he's a Chinese guy. Okay. He wants to marry a Malay girl. Yeah. He has to convert. I told him one thing. I said, it does not change who you are as a person. You're just, in the end, right, you want to get married legally, and there's no bad religion anyway to begin with, right? No religion tells you to do bad things. That's the cardinal rule, right? You just change the way of life for a healthier way of life, right? Obviously no drinking lah, no non-halal food and everything, but your culture remains. You still can celebrate Chinese New Year.
Yes.
You can still celebrate whatever with your family, because your family, your mother and your father is still around, and they are probably the most important people to you as well.
And so technically, culture and religion is two different.
Yes, and people often misinterpret culture and religion. Like, oh my God, so many times. Like they always think, this is a religion. No, Hari Raya is the way we celebrate Raya. That's culture.
Yeah. Sometimes they say Chinese New Year, all the cultural thing Malay cannot do.
No,
because it's like it's
culture,
Chinese only, but it's not.
Some of it, yes, there's some restrictions, but most of it is a cultural thing, and it's good to embrace everything so that you don't live like you feel like you're living in a box. You feel that you see the world a little bit.
Experience different things in life. Yeah. Now let's go to our new segment, which is we discuss about all the toxic stories, toxic relationship stories that I've got from all my viewers.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So this one, she's saying that back then I had an ex, he's kind of like psychopath, narcissistic. Yeah, basically he wants to control everything.
Recipe for disaster lah.
Yeah, he always wants to control everything, and everything has to go to his way. So you know, like last time during high school, you are like a bit stupid. You want to just like follow and all. Yeah. So basically, she just follow everything, and technically, he is very, very manipulative.
Okay.
And she got cheated, and she just accept because
cheated as in he cheated on her.
Yeah.
Okay.
He cheated on her, but she's like, it's okay. He can change.
Forgive lah.
Yeah, forgive. Also because the guy, you know, fuck boys, they are very good at convincing and manipulating.
Yeah, so assholes lah. Yeah.
Yes. So the thing is, after they broke up, he came back as if he did nothing wrong. Yes.
He came back after broke up to her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like want to get back or what? Like want to try to be in a good term again.
Okay.
So what do you think about the whole situation? So basically, what do you think about manipulative partner? Do you just run?
I think when you have a, I'm not Dr. Phil or Dr. Love or whatever, right? But to me, you should never manipulate anyone at all, right? You should be true to yourself.
Okay.
And to me, cheating is the biggest red flag.
Yes.
A tiger never changes stripes, ever. Right? I say sorry once. I don't understand celebrities who get back together after their husband cheated or wife cheated more than once. Right? I just like, let's come on, man. Right?
But you don't believe that people can do mistakes?
I believe people can make mistakes.
Okay.
But when you say, for example, you go out. Say we are in a relationship. You go out, and then you go out clubbing, and then you make out with a guy, and you so happen to be on bed with him the next morning, right? Yeah. How is that a mistake when you deliberately know that it's wrong from the start, right? To me, it's that
you don't stop yourself from doing that.
Yeah, and you cannot say, "Oh, I was drunk." How is that a mistake when you know if you get drunk, you will make irrational and rash decisions which could cost you your relationship or marriage, right? And then you come back and say you apologize. I think it's a no-go. I'm not gonna hate you for it, but I want out of it because I know it's gonna happen again at some point. Yeah, and you're my partner, and I'm sorry, but I don't think I want to share you with somebody else. I mean, that's just a fact, right? I mean, you would feel the same.
Yeah.
So back to being manipulative, nobody should be manipulated at all. Everyone should be upfront.
Yes.
And if it's this little toot boy or whatever who thinks that he can manipulate someone, I think the girl just needs to get out of the way and ask him to just go to scram, because I mean in the end you're way better than that, and it's just one guy that you met.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you walk out that door, there are 20 other better guys waiting for you.
Technically, the guy can say, okay, maybe this is just how I prefer a relationship is. It's like, maybe he can manipulate by saying that, oh no, this is just how I prefer. You don't have to follow.
How is it that if I cheat on you, and I say I would just prefer that kind of relationship, so you're saying you want an open relationship? Are you mad?
Okay, let's say not just cheating lah, just like about the controlling part. Like he don't like you being with being friends with these few guys and all.
Okay. It's okay to be overprotective.
Okay.
I find, my opinion, but it's not okay to be controlling. So do you think if I'm not okay with you, for example, being friends with other guys,
okay,
does that mean that you are not okay with me being friends with other girls?
If both are okay, let's say I'm okay with you having girlfriends.
Yeah.
Can you be okay if I have guy friends also?
I mean, to me, as long as you know where the boundaries are, you know that I will never go anything more than friends, right? We don't sleep in the same room, even though it's different bed or what, because that would just create a lot of just problems, right?
Yes.
Even though you're just being true to yourself, like even intercompany or whatever, right?
Yeah.
You have colleagues and that's it. You can be friends, but you need to know where to draw the line. So I feel that if he agrees, he's okay, then you should be okay with it as well. But don't use that as a weapon towards each other. Oh, like you can friend with Wawa, kawan dengan Wawa boleh, tapi I tak boleh kawan dengan si John. Contoh. No lah, don't say that. Because what are you trying to say? You know, so if you friends are friends, your relationships are exclusive, right? So there are some things that it's only for the relationship. There are some gestures or things you spend time together. But I think no, man. I think he should not be controlling, simply because that just reeks insecurity and inferiority complex. Like, kau rasa kau nak control dia tu?
But you know, a lot of guys or girls even, they like to control their partner because they wanna keep the partner to themselves. So they're like, no, I think you better don't do this because you will become like this and that later on.
If you can tell me to make better decisions. Like, I don't think you should buy this. I don't think you should buy this car, for example. I think it's going to give you a lot of problems in the future. And if it makes sense, of course I'll listen to you. But if you say I don't think you should go there because there are a lot of pretty girls there, for example, right? Because a lot of pretty girls there later nanti dia ngurat you ke apa ke.
But it's true, what? No?
I mean, in the end, right? You can knock on the door, but it depends on the fellow want to open or not, you know. Yeah. So,
okay. If the guy really do that, then you have to say bye lah, right?
I feel yes, because this is just one small part of the problem that could just snowball to something bigger. Yeah.
Anyway, just run away when you see like manipulative.
I find control freaks to be quite a problem because it kind of paints your character as well. Kind of shows how your character is, and it's not very nice. But again, you know, I'm not a behavioral specialist or whatever, so I wouldn't know.
But the thing is, a lot of husbands don't allow their wife to do this or do that, you know.
So
that's the thing.
so I feel that in the end, if you were to say, oh sorry, I tak boleh keluar pasal husband I tak bagi, that one I got no comment, because when you entered that marriage with that husband, you already know he's like that. You know, there's this some very conservative marriage or couples who are like that. You know,
I still don't think the husband should not allow the wife to do certain things. Go back to come home too late or whatever.
I mean, if you go out with kawan-kawan and sometimes you come back too late, I think it's fine. Tapi kalau hari-hari balik pukul 12 tu, I think it's something that we need
not
to
hari-hari lah.
Yeah, but to me, if I can come back late, why you cannot come back late? I mean, this is against a lot of popular opinions, right? They say that, oh, isteri kena dengar husband or whatever. Yeah, you might be right, but you know, this is just an opinion. I feel that you need to give her some space, because you don't want her to feel after she's married, she feels so
locked.
Malay say terkungkung. Yeah, because I think she has a life too. She had a life before you, and you expect her to dump everything for you, and then you're giving her no life. Thinking she's dead.
Take note, guys.
So, don't use it as gospel, but take a bit of here and there.
What an interesting insights today. I mean, okay, honestly, today's episode is like a lot of very mature thoughts, you know, for me.
I don't think it's mature. I just think that
it's like different lah.
Yeah, it's probably not the most popular opinion. I would agree, but if you put all the fluff aside, it's actually in the end just trying to make it simpler for both parties. I think we overcomplicate things sometimes. Life is actually a yes or no one. It's really yes or no one. There's nothing in between.
Is it?
Yes. You cannot, if you're unsure about something, chances are it's a no.
Really?
Yes, I'm always like that. If you're in doubt, chances are it's a no. Yeah. If you want to say you want to go out with your friends tonight, and I'm not so sure I want to go, chances are it's a no. Just stay at home.
But what about like weddings, you know, like, okay, my wedding is coming soon, but of course I want to be with him, I want to get married to him. It's just that sometimes I feel like, am I really doing the right choice?
Then I feel that if you think that, for most people, most of the time they have doubts not because of the partner, they have doubts because they don't know how to deal with the crowd and the whole wedding situation. So that's different.
So it's not about the partner.
If you're not agreeable to a partner, you won't sign the paper at the start. That's different, no? Because you don't want to deal with like, oh, you're so pretty, Aisyah. You know, it's that social energy that you just get that drains everything, that just drains out all the time. So if in doubt, to me, it's a no.
Damn. Okay, I'll take note on that. Not even the viewers, but me.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I want to thank you so much
Okay.
for your insights today.
All good.
Yeah, like it's totally a very, very different perspective.
Yeah, it's an old man inside, I guess.
Is it? Yeah, thank you so much once again, Shahzeeq.
Okay.
And
Yes.
hopefully, if our viewers really want you back,
Sure.
we have you.
Sure.
Oh.
I'm just over there anyway.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much and hope to see
Alright.
you guys again.
Bye.
Bye.